The caption says, before Carnival's new policies. And it says sailing by Carnival also after the new policies.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So, y'all, I was supposed to be going.
It's not that Black people aren't Carnival Cruises demographic. They don't like ratchet ghetto behavior. They like civilized individuals, people who don't fight, who know how to act. They don't want zoo animals on their product. That's just the fact of the matter is. And what's happening is a lot of Black people, they're choosing these cheaper cruises. And let's be honest, Carnival Cruises, they're pretty affordable. And they're going there and acting wild, like they've never been anywhere. I've been on a Carnival Cruise and I've seen it myself. So it's not that they don't want Black people there. They just don't want crazy people who have lost their mind. Like it's their last day on earth.
Going on a Carnival cruise. So one of my friends is turning 30 and he's never been on a cruise. He doesn't have a passport, so do not suggest flying somewhere. So he's never been on a cruise and he was like, it's my dirty 30. I want to be on a turns up ship. He'd be seeing all the videos of Carnival. He was like, I want to do that because I'm trying to be lit for my birthday, right? Well, Carnival has decided they want to rebrand. They don't want to be known as the turn up cruise no more. The budget-friendly cruise no more. They want to be, I don't know, I guess they want to be royal.
Carnival came out and said, so you think the fan ban wasn't enough? Watch this. Let's run through the list in order. The teen curfew is a big one. Everyone under 18 has to be back in their rooms after 1 a.m. unless you're with your guardian or adult that's 21 plus. However, if you're 18 to 20, you can no longer travel alone anyway. You must be with someone 25 plus. So anyone under 21 now must have a 25 plus person with them as well. Now, this pool chair rule needs a whole nother look. Let's bring up the screen. If during the day you feel like you want to reserve a chair, you can, but they're going to put a sticker on it that says they stopped by, they haven't seen anyone here, and they're going to put a time on it. And if you don't get to it or check in, they're going to pull your stuff off those chairs. No more reserving sun loungers all day long on Carnival. There's two parts to this one. Let's talk about it. The first one, they're saying no more hip hop on a lot of cruises. Maybe they're trialing it. Maybe they're testing it. It's just rumor. But
the reason why they're saying no hip hop or rap music on these cruises is because it typically gets Black people riled up, right? Black people a lot of times, turn up and they want to fight. I've been on Carnival cruises. I've been on one and I've seen. I'm like, what type of crap is this? So Carnival Cruises, they want people who know how to act. They want it to be pleasant for everybody. And let's be honest with you, it's making Carnival Cruise look bad when they come out with these videos and people fighting on the cruise. And I've seen people throwing chairs. I was like, this is supposed to be just a family affair for the most part and just having a good time. Why are y'all coming on a cruise in the middle of the ocean and fighting? It's wild, man. So Carnival Cruise don't want those type of antics. They don't want those people on there. It's not about being Black. It's about being ratchet, hood, and ghetto. Stay at home with that.
No more hip hop.
Y'all go ahead and get your hate out. Get all your names you're going to call me and get that out of your system. But for your information, I have been on 9 cruises since 1993. The ones through 2005 were not cheap, but they were very nice cruises. The people that worked the ship were nice. The people that were on the cruise were nice. You didn't go to the dining room dressed like you were going to the pool. There was a certain amount of decorum required. When you got up in the morning, you could go through early in the morning, because I was. You could go through the breakfast and get coffee and a donut. They had a continental breakfast that early. And then go to what's called the Serenity deck. And you could sit there and drink your coffee and enjoy the sun coming up. You couldn't do that on this last cruise, because they were still drunk from the night before.
When she says they, y'all know who they talking about.
And the only place they could find to hide with their goofiness is on the Serenity deck. The people on either side of us in the cabin were ridiculous. Their trash stumbled out into the hallway.
When I went on my first Carnival cruise, it was throw up in the hallway. I mean, she's right. It's trash everywhere, alcohol bottles everywhere. People passed out on the deck. It's crazy, man. People just want to come and enjoy, being out on the ocean. They want to enjoy something with their family. They don't want to have all this crazy music. And typically, when a lot of Black people show up to a specific event or arena, more often than not, it's gonna be very loud. That's for sure, and it'd be some fight. I don't know what it is. What Black people feel like that they have to show out and flex their muscle or something like that. But just enjoy, have a good time, man. Relax. Listen, you gotta just relax. People getting tired. And his thing, other families and other demographics of people, let's be honest with you, white people, Hispanic, Asian, they're calling Carnival Cruise corporate. They're letting the captain know. They're like, yo, I ain't coming back here. I want a refund. I want money. And when that's affecting their bottom line, when it's affecting their people's money, they're like, okay, we're going to put some rules in place. We can't have this stuff going on. All you individuals, who are ghetto and ratchet, y'all got to go.
And I'm not talking people. I'm talking literal trash. They would go up to the bars, the buffets, and get plates and plates of stuff, and then just pile it on the floor outside their door. There was no class. In the words of my grandfather, they had no couth. The fighting is what amazed me. You're on vacation in parts of the most beautiful part of the world, and all you can do is cuss, scream, and fight.
I've seen it, man. And I've been on one Carnival cruise a few years ago. Fighting, like, why are you fighting random people? Like, what's the deal? You know why? Because they feel like that, this never happens to me. Act like you've been there. That's what my father used to say. Act like you've been there. Don't go to these places acting wild, acting crazy, acting ratchet, and like you've just lost your mind. It's sad, man. And I haven't been to another Carnival cruise since.
They fucking sick of y'all. And before y'all get on here talking about they racist, they hate Black people. No, they hate niggas. That's what they hate. I hate them too. Y'all don't know how to handle y'all. Y'all get on here, get drunk, get to fighting, being disruptive, destructive.
Here's my thing. You see all these people in this video clip of him behind him. I think Carnival Cruise should have some sort of, limit on people that can get on a cruise. There's no way. This doesn't even look good. It doesn't look fun. You got one little pool and you got at least about 300, 400 people all on the deck, crowd and packed. Seemed like Carnival Cruise tried to do the money grab route and, make things affordable and cheap. And look what's happening.
That's why Carnival Cruise got them new rules and regulations. Cookie said, get up.
Jose, you better represent Florida in 3, 2, 1.